Hello everyone, you're watching Can You See Fish, and in today's video we're going to be doing starting a new series on the channel where I compare models from ERTL and Take Along. These were two models that at one point were actually competitors. Of course, in the end, Take Along obviously won because ERTL stopped producing their products. But today I thought we'd take a look at them. Obviously, as you can see just from looking at these, they are incredibly different, and we will take a look at how these compare. So let's start off with the wheels. Now, obviously, the ERTL wheels are much better. You have a coupling rod there. The wheels are actually the same colour, and they're also in the same configuration. You've got three on each side. So 6 small wheels. Famous line from the first ever episode of Thomas and Friends. And so those are the wheels. These ones are slightly closer together, I'd say, than the ERTL ones, but that is because this is obviously a much shorter, that at least that way, model. However, this is actually taller than the ERTL model height wise. So yeah, just looking at that, you can see that this one absolutely towers above the ERTL model, and that is because of those wheels being closer to the ground on the ERTL model than they are on the Take Along model there, and they really quite elevate the Take Along model. Looking at the detailing here, you can see that whilst it is nice that Thomas gets the moulded whistle, obviously there, it is just a sticker on the ERTL model because pretty much all the detailing on those old ERTL models that was done in stickers, particularly the fronts of the cabs. However, this Take Along model is missing the front windows. Spinning this around, we can see that this model is actually more accurate in this case because on the back of this model, Thomas's cab is black. Now, I don't recall that ever being the case. I'm sure that the back of Thomas's cab was blue, matching the rest of it. You can see the difference due to this being quite due to the fact that it's more sort of squeezed together. They've got to squeeze in all the detail. You can see just how much lower the buffer beam is, and of course that means that you've got a square here and a rectangle here, but though they could have made that more square shaped. Obviously here you can see it goes right up to the top. Coal bunkers, very much the same. The one on the ERTL one is probably about twice the size of the Take Along one, and the coal actually is sort of over the top of the bunker. The dome there, this one is shorter. This one's probably more accurate. However, on here on the boiler right, you can see that there's the red stripes there. Whilst the Take Along one does have stripes, no, sorry, the ERTL one does have stripes. It is of course missing that red, so that's a nice use of paint application on the Take Along's part. Now looking at these faces, I'd personally say that this one looks more like Thomas than this one. It just is. This face always seems sort of strange to me. I think that the original ERTL face, which used the paper one, was very obviously that just used pretty much a sticker which replicated an illustration in the Railway series. So that was very accurate. This face, I feel like, doesn't really look too much like Thomas, but this one really does. You can see that the tanks here are very different. This is probably one of the most noticeable differences, is just the size of the tanks. Obviously this one comes out for just a little bit. However, you do have the added detail of the bumps, so that's the bit that is removed when they're filling up with water. Don't know what the actual name for that part is, but that is moulded onto there. There's not even a sticker to represent that on the ERTL model, so yeah. But you can see detailing much the same. The one. Once again, we've got a rectangle at the back, but a square here. I do think that it was a rectangle in the TV series, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was a rectangle. Well, it wasn't like that, I don't think. Like this square here. I'm pretty sure that it was actually a rectangle in the TV series. So that's interesting. Window shape, much the same on both models. This one is slightly more curved in the corners on it there. As you can see, this one just straight across, straight up, whereas this one curves. And that's the same for the smaller window. However, so on this one, the smaller window is molded through it. You can see through it like you can with the large window. However, on this one, that is just a print or a sticker, a piece of detailing there, which I prefer the ERTL model for that. I'm not going to compare the coupling systems. I don't personally know which one I like more. The magnets are very useful, but the ERTL models, especially this style of ERTL model with the later style with the U-hooks, that's very... What year was this from, actually? Let me just check. Okay, so that's from 2001, and that's from 2002. I think 2002 was the first year that Takealong produced Thomas models, and these discontinued in 2004. So there's that. But I think that's about it. I think I've looked at everything. Detailing is much the same. I think actually the printing on here, this part, don't know what it's called, is actually better on the Takealong model. It looks more like it did in the TV series than on the ERTL model just there. It's a bit further down. That might just be a problem with... Oh yeah, you see, that's a problem with my particular print and not with the model. Good job I checked. So yeah, that one there is a bit further down. That's a sticker application that's gone wrong. That one is how it should look. So yeah, obviously in most cases in this series, but there will be somewhere you might be shocked, I do think that the ERTL model is better. It's just more accurate to the series. The shape of it is far more accurate. I especially love the longer tanks than the shorter ones on the Takealong model. But yeah, that's the first episode of ERTL versus Takealong. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.